Just coming here, and today we are doing another video on another app today. Basically, we are doing another app. I'm going to try and do a lot of these if I can. Yeah, there will be a lot of these videos of me showing off some apps, by the way. I'm going to try and do all of them on my computer if I can. I know that they won't be on all the time now, but I will be doing a video on them all. I am also doing another series where I do go through them on another series as well. I actually can't remember what that's called now, but there is another thing I'm doing, and I think I'm actually still on the settings at the moment on that one. So there will be some more videos of me going through on them as well. So make sure you stick for those coming. So today we are doing the calculator today. So basically we are going to go through the calculator in a video and just let you guys know how it works. So it's pretty much the same as the calendar. I do use it a lot on my mobile. Basically, if I'm using it, like I said, not for occasions, just because obviously another time that I use my calculator is when I'm at college, if I'm doing maths or something. So yeah, like adding, timesing, and whatever it is, I use it for when I'm trying to add like a massive number or a takeaway number or something like that. And that's kind of the way how a calculator normally works. Yeah, it's absolutely dead easy. I'm not going to do it in the video though, just because that it's not really part of a video, to be honest with you, like just adding a number or something like that. I kind of do that in my spare time anyway, if I'm kind of adding a number, but it's not really part of a video anyway. So yeah, another thing that I wanted to do today is I kind of just wanted to show you guys what this calculator app normally is, and just letting you guys know. Yeah, just letting you guys know about it. So as you can see, you've got your numbers, as you can see. You've got your add, minus, times, divide, your back button. I don't know what the C button normally. I don't know what the C button is. CE, percentage, tick, times 2, times 3, 1 times X, and the equals and the dot. So yeah, they're all your stuff on it. What are these, by the way? What are these, by the way? Don't know what they're supposed to be. Okay, I don't know why they're blank and they're not. So that's good. You can also change that as well. So you've got all this stuff here as well. So you've got like a standard and all that kind of thing. So that's basically all the settings of it, by the way. But I'm not going to really go through any of that. So this is like kind of the history section, and then also up here you've got the. If I just move the recorder out of the way, you've got a memory section as well, where it says there's nothing saved in the memory at the moment. So it's basically like memory saved sort of stuff, but and also you have no history either. So what that means is basically you can like kind of save some history in the calculator itself. You can like save some history and stuff. But at the moment I don't really bother about that. I actually don't really bother. Just because I don't really bother like saving any history sections or something like that. That's kind of a thing I'm not really into, to be honest. So I don't really do any of that. Yeah, I don't actually really bother about that, just because that I don't really like save anything, because I'm not really that type of guy that doesn't. So that's why I don't really bother about that. And obviously we've got them up here, and then obviously you've got the other stuff as well, as you can see down here, like with all the numbers and all that kind of thing, and stuff. So yeah, the numbers show up on there, as you can see. So that's where the numbers end up showing up. And then obviously when you've done a number, you press the equals button. So I'm going to pretend to do it. So let's have 9 add 6. So you press the 9, then you press 6, and then you press. Oh no, you do 9 add then 6, and then you press your equals button, and then obviously that is. Let me just try and work it out. It is 15. But yeah, you can do it with like any number you want. So any number that you do end up adding, if it's like a massive number, obviously you do need to use the calculator. But if it's like a small number that you do know, so for example, if it's 1 add 2, 3, easy peasy. Or if it's like 2 add 4, 6, dead easy. Or if it's a hard number, 900 add 700, you need a calculator, because you need to work that out on that. Because I've been doing a lot of this in college as well, and what I've been doing, by the way, in college is I've been using a whiteboard to kind of like add the numbers up, and it's actually quite easy to do it. Like obviously I've been using maybe a calculator, or I've been working it out on a whiteboard or something like that, and when you do it, by the way, it's actually quite difficult. So you need to like basically you need to have a really big concentration on it, just because it gets like really hard when you try and do it, by the way. And there's been a lot of times, by the way, where I've worked something out and I do struggle because I'm kind of that sort of guy where I do end up struggling on my numbers, and I'm kind of that sort of guy where I do end up struggling. But when I do end up working it out, by the way, I do get really easy on it. And basically, I'm really easy of kind of like working it out or something like that. I'm kind of like that type of guy that basically like works it out or something like that. I'm just kind of the one that ends up doing it, by the way. And when you get used to doing it, it gets easy peasy when you get used to it. Yeah, it gets absolutely easy peasy when you're doing it. So yeah, when you do end up doing it, it's easy, and I absolutely love it, by the way. So when it gets easy, yeah, it's absolutely fine, and I'm absolutely quite good at it, because one thing I've kind of noticed is it gets really easy, and then when you just keep doing it more and more, it just gets easy, then easy, then easy, and stuff like that, and it just gets like, it just gets even easier, basically, when you keep doing it more and all that. And obviously, I've done it a lot in college now. At the moment, I'm like, well, I'm pretty much not really an expert of it at the moment, but when you kind of think about it, it's kind of very easy when you do it, by the way. And it basically does get really easy when you're trying to do it and stuff and stuff like that, and it gets very easy and that. And that's what I do like about it. So I'm going to keep doing it. I know that obviously in my new course I am going to be doing a bit of maths. So if I do end up doing this again, I've worked out by this video I've made, and I'm still just going to keep carrying on from what I do in maths, and just keep adding the numbers and that, and just going to keep doing that as well. Because this time I only do maths on one day in this new course. So if I do end up doing some add, subtracting, or something like that, I can kind of work out the other numbers. Another thing that I'm not really good at, by the way, is dividing. Dividing's not my strong point. I'm not really good at dividing at all. Dividing's always been my worst point, and I've not been good at it at all. Times, I'm not too bad. Subtracting, I'm okay. Adding, I'm really good. And obviously equals, I'm really good at that as well. So yeah, it's only kind of a really dividing that I'm not good at, but I do need to keep up on my dividing now if I do end up getting better. But at the moment, I'm not really good at it. That's when you kind of do think about it. But at the end of the day, I'm not too bad though. At the moment, I'm not really that great. But it will get very easy when you do kind of do it, by the way. So it will get easier on the time. So yeah, it will end up doing that, by the way. Yeah, hopefully guys that do understand that. And yeah, that's kind of the way how calculator normally works. So yeah, that's going to be probably everything in this video. So I'll do another video at some point in the future, and I'll let you guys know if there's any changes to it or something. And yeah, I'll let you know in another video, which I'll do very soon. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.